What's up, everybody? Happy Monday. Hope all you're having a great day so far. Hope you all had a wonderful, fantastic weekend. Getting into this episode of GH. Well, first of all, before I get into this episode, a lot of you may not have seen today's episode because it was preempted today due to a massive fire that occurred at the Notre Dame Cathedral in Paris, France. So it was major TV news coverage on that all morning. Well, during this time period. So today's episode of GH will air tomorrow on ABC. I do want to give a major shout out to some people in Canada because, per usual, they came through. See, when we can't get it here, when we can't get GH here because it's preempted, a lot of times in Canada, they can get it. So I want to thank some people in Canada for keeping me up to speed on what happened on today's episode, which grants me the power to do this review for you today. If it wasn't for people in Canada, I wouldn't be able to even do this review. So I would have to wait till tomorrow. Luckily, I can get this done. Again, there may not be a GH review, of course, tomorrow because they're showing today's episode tomorrow. So getting into this episode of GH. So where we left off Friday, Valentine bumped into Nora. So he wants to put Nora on retainer. This SOB had the nerve to tell Nora that he wants to file for full custody of Charlotte because Lulu left town indefinitely. I was like, why is he sitting there lying? He know good and well Lulu did not leave Port Charles indefinitely. He knows she didn't. He know that. He knew good and well she didn't because, number one, I'm pretty sure she called him to let him know she was going to be gone for a few days. And that's all it was going to be. It was only going to be maybe a week. He told Nora it was indefinitely. So he basically lied. I'm like, she even took a leave of absence from work. Notice she did not quit her job. If she left indefinitely, she would have quit her job. She would have sold her house. She did none of those things. It was only supposed to be like a little getaway, basically. She did not leave indefinitely. So what he tried to do was try to snake his way to get a full custody agreement. Trying to tell Nora that he wanted to amend the custody agreement. I said, he is such a snake. Valentine is such a snake. So Spencer went to go see Nina at Crimson and basically was telling Nina how, you know, he got kicked out of Windermere and he misses his home. And of course, Nina was letting him know that Valentine has just as much right to Windermere. Basically, she was defending Valentine. So then he was telling Nina about how Valentine would not allow Laura to see Charlotte while Lulu was gone. Then he was telling Nina how Valentine was keeping secrets about Sasha and stuff like that. Nina kept on defending Valentine through thick and thin throughout this entire episode. I loved Spencer today because he kept telling Nina, take the blinders off. That's exactly what he told Nina. Take the blinders off. Stop being blind. Like, you have a little 13-year-old boy telling you that you're blind when it comes to this man. Like, even a child is telling you this. Like, not only adults, but a child. Like, that should tell you something right there. And of course, she's too dense to see it or just don't care and want it. She don't want to see it. So basically, while Spencer was telling her all of this, Valentine was listening outside the door. So he came in and basically kind of threatened Spencer because Spencer also told Nina how Valentine was blackmailing him too. So Valentine basically came in and was basically telling Spencer that he likes to run his mouth and talk about people. So Valentine threatened him and told him, how about I start talking about you? Basically alluding to the fact that he was going to let Spencer's secret out. So after Spencer left and Nina wanted to know about the secrets he was keeping with Sasha and him, you know, so he decided that he's not going to file for full custody of Charlotte. So I guess he changed his mind about it. He is such a snake and Nina is such a fool. Like, at this point, she deserves whatever she get from him. I'm just saying, she deserves it. whatever chaos he caused in her life, she deserves it because you just don't want to listen to common sense. You have a little child telling you this, that this man is up to no good. He's lying to you. Even he know that Valentine is in cahoots somehow with Sasha. And Spencer hasn't even been in town. You know what I mean? Like, come on. You even got a child telling you this. Be smart. So anyway, Carly and Michael basically wanted an update from Jason about the whole DOD Christina mess. So he was giving them an update. After Michael left to go talk with Willow, Carly basically was trying to convince Jason that he should kill Shiloh. Basically convincing him that he should make Shiloh disappear. But Jason told her he's not going to make a move until Sonny and Sam give the word on what they want to do. Speaking of Sam, she was trying to get, information out of Daisy and stuff like that, and trying to play off that she didn't know what was going on with Christina and that nobody's heard from Christina, not even Sonny. So Shiloh ended up going to the hospital. Mind you, Jason got Liz to take the cup that Christina drank that juice or whatever from, that they drugged. He wanted Elizabeth to test the cup, but do it quietly. And this idiot Brad was trying to get Lucas to join the seminars at DOD and bring Wiley and stuff like that. I'm like, don't you dare. Lucas, don't you dare. Don't you listen to this fool. Don't you dare listen to this idiot. So when Shiloh bumped into Brad at the hospital and stuff like that, he noticed Brad had the cup that Christina drank out of that he's been looking for. Because obviously Brad is the lab tech manager, so he's going to run the test results and, run the test on the cup. So Shiloh, of course, was asking him all those questions about the cup and stuff like that. And Brad was basically telling him how Jason got a nurse, Elizabeth, to run the test on the cups. And he told Shiloh about how Elizabeth and Jason are kind of close or whatever like that. I said, Brad, you idiot. Brad is such an idiot. So I'm guessing when the test results came in, Brad lied about what the actual results said. I think he lied to Jason about what the results actually said. I said, Brad is such a, Brad gets on my nerves. Like, seriously, somebody, he need to get got quick. So now Shiloh done put 2 and 2 together. He went back to Sam and basically told her that he felt like Jason was the one, that Jason kidnapped Christina. So now he put 2 and 2 together now. I said, damn, Brad and his big mouth. And I was mad that Elizabeth even gave him that cup. I mean, I understand why she did it. I mean, hell, he runs the lab basically. So it was kind of like, she couldn't keep it from Brad finding out. But I'm like, damn, you ain't got no other lab tech down there that could do it? Somebody who worked under Brad that can be discreet and quiet, because that's what Jason told her. He wanted it to be discreet. I'm like, damn. So basically, Sam, when she was talking to Daisy, let it slip that she knew about the trust. Nobody was supposed to know about the trust other than the members of the trust. So, she kind of had to cover up with that and basically said Christina told her about the trust. Willow was telling Michael more about Shiloh and the DOD, about how Shiloh wasn't going to let Christina go and how Willow's mother basically convinced her that being with Shiloh was a good thing. I said, her mother sounded like the devil incarnate. Why would you be okay with your daughter being with a cult? And I'm pretty sure she knew. I'm pretty sure her mama knew. Like, ain't no way you didn't know that. She the devil. Hopefully we ain't got to look at her mama. And, hopefully they don't bring Willow's mother on the show. Hopefully not. Hell, even Jason is contemplating working with the police on this whole DOD matter. I don't see why he would want to work with the PCPD. The PCPD are not going to solve this. Like, you're just going to have to do some underhanded tactics to get the dirt. Like, because the cops are going to be of no use to you. I'm just saying. Willow is basically saying she's willing to cooperate and do whatever she got, because Michael wants her to talk to Christina and tell her about all the dangers of the DOD. And Willow was willing to do it. under the condition that she doesn't have to go to the DOD house and she doesn't have to be around Shiloh because she's afraid that she's either going to kill him herself or he's going to play in one of those little mind tricks on her and get into her. Also, she told Michael about her baby and how Shiloh was the baby father and how her baby is actually still alive. So now we're getting somewhere. Hopefully this DOD mess is the answer to solving this whole baby switch nonsense. Hopefully. Because some people sitting there talking about, oh, well, we can't solve the baby switch without Nell. That's a lie. We actually could solve this storyline without Nell. We all know Nell's not going to tell the truth, so there's another way of solving this without her input. And it's called the DOD, and Brad is obviously getting close to the DOD, and Willow is taking notice of that. So, anyway, moving on from that mess. Franco came upon Cameron or whatever because Cameron was waiting for the principal. He got called into the principal office because he got into a fight with another boy. So after that happened, Franco took him to the hospital to get checked out and to talk to Liz because Liz wanted to know why he was fighting. So basically, he got suspended from school for fighting this boy because apparently the boy was calling Aiden names or whatever, calling him little fairy boy or something like that, calling him all type of little names or whatever. What I want to know is, how do high school kids even know Aiden? Aiden is an elementary school kid, so how would these high school kids even know who Aiden is? You know what I'm saying? Like, how? How would they know who he is, what his preferences are? Like, how would you even know about this boy? Y'all are in high school. So, of course, Elizabeth was pissed. Not so much at Cameron, but she was more so pissed at the situation. That these kids, now you got high school kids picking on her son. You know, calling them names and stuff. So her and Franco basically stormed out. And I can't say that I blame them, honestly. I don't know what they're going to do about this situation, but I can say that I'm happy that Cameron is stepping up for Aiden and stuff like that. You know, he just doesn't want Aiden to be picked on for any reason, you know, no matter what his preference is. Because Franco was basically wanting to know, would it matter to Cameron if Aiden was gay? But, you know, Cameron just don't want nobody messing with his brother, you know, and I don't blame him. Carly was basically telling Jason about Oscar and stuff like that and, you know, his diagnosis and stuff. So that was pretty much the whole episode right there. But for those who did not watch today's episode, they're going to show it on ABC tomorrow. So I'll see you all later. Hit the comment section. Let me know what y'all thought about today's episode. I will see y'all all later. Peace.